The rise of Mr. Beast is one of the most extraordinary stories in internet history. From a teenager filming simple challenge videos in his bedroom to the most subscribed individual creator on YouTube, his ascent feels almost unreal. With videos regularly pulling in hundreds of millions of views, multi-million-dollar giveaways, and philanthropy on a scale rarely seen from online creators, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, has become a symbol of what the modern internet can create. But with that level of influence comes scrutiny, skepticism, and controversy. Over the years, a growing number of people have asked a difficult question. Is Mr. Beast genuinely doing good, or is it all an illusion designed for views? At the center of the debate is the sheer scale of his content. Mr. Beast's videos promise things that sound impossible, curing blindness for thousands, giving away private islands, rebuilding homes, feeding entire villages, or handing out millions of dollars in cash. For many viewers, especially younger audiences, these videos feel almost too perfect. Every challenge runs smoothly, every giveaway changes a life, and every episode ends with a clear moral victory. Critics argue that real life is rarely that clean, and when something appears flawless on this scale, it deserves closer examination. One of the most common accusations is that Mr. Beast's giveaways are staged or manipulated. Skeptics question whether participants are truly random or if they are carefully selected to ensure dramatic reactions and compelling narratives. In response, Mr. Beast has repeatedly stated that while videos are edited for pacing and clarity, the outcomes themselves are real. Former contestants and collaborators have publicly confirmed that prizes were delivered as promised, sometimes with legal documentation and tax considerations handled behind the scenes. While no major evidence has surfaced proving giveaways were fake, the suspicion persists, largely because of how extraordinary the rewards appear compared to typical online content. Another criticism focuses on the use of philanthropy as entertainment. Mr. Beast has funded food banks, disaster relief, medical treatments, and large-scale charity projects, often through his secondary channels dedicated entirely to good causes. Supporters see this as a powerful example of using attention for positive impact. Critics, however, argue that filming vulnerable people at their lowest moments and turning their struggles into viral content raises ethical concerns. They question whether helping someone while simultaneously profiting from their story blurs the line between generosity and exploitation. Mr. Beast has responded by stating that the money earned from these videos is what allows him to help even more people, creating a cycle where attention directly funds aid. The issue of profit is central to nearly every accusation. Mr. Beast's videos cost millions of dollars to produce, but they also generate enormous revenue through ads, sponsorships, and merchandise. Some critics argue that philanthropy loses its moral weight when it is also a business strategy. Others counter that intention matters less than outcome, and that regardless of motivation, real people are receiving real help. This debate reflects a larger cultural tension about whether good deeds must be selfless to be valid, or whether results alone should define their value. Beyond philanthropy, Mr. Beast has faced allegations related to working conditions. Former employees and collaborators have occasionally described high-pressure environments, intense schedules, and emotionally demanding production cycles. These claims are not unique in the entertainment industry, but they challenge the wholesome image presented on screen. Mr. Beast has acknowledged that his ambition and scale require demanding work, while also stating that his team is compensated fairly and that systems have been improved over time. No major labor violations have been legally confirmed, but the criticism highlights the hidden cost of producing content at an unprecedented level. There have also been questions surrounding authenticity in Mr. Beast's challenges. Some viewers believe that certain videos are more scripted than they appear, pointing to perfect camera placement, predictable outcomes, or participants who seem unusually comfortable on camera. Mr. Beast has openly admitted that some elements are structured for storytelling, such as explaining rules clearly or reshooting explanations, but maintains that challenges themselves are real.
This distinction between scripted presentation and scripted outcomes is often lost in online discourse, fueling accusations even when evidence remains circumstantial.
Tax implications and financial transparency have also drawn attention. Large cash giveaways come with complex tax responsibilities for both the giver and the recipient. Critics have accused Mrbeast of not being transparent about these details, suggesting that winners may face unexpected financial burdens. In reality, U.S. tax law requires recipients to pay taxes on prizes, something Mrbeast has acknowledged publicly. In some cases, he has covered tax costs. In others, he has clarified that winners are informed beforehand. While the topic remains confusing for many viewers, it reflects a broader lack of financial literacy rather than proven wrongdoing. Perhaps the most persistent accusation is that Mrbeast is manufacturing a persona rather than being authentic. His calm voice, simple phrasing, and repetitive structure lead some to believe that the nice guy image is carefully engineered. Yet people who have worked with him long-term often describe consistency between the on-camera and off-camera version of Jimmy Donaldson. While any public figure inevitably performs to some degree, no credible evidence has emerged suggesting a hidden agenda beyond growing his brand and reinvesting revenue into bigger projects. It is also important to examine the psychological effect of Mrbeast's content on audiences. Some critics argue that constant exposure to extreme generosity and massive wealth can distort viewers' perception of money and success. When teenagers see millions of dollars treated casually, it may create unrealistic expectations or desensitization to financial reality. Supporters argue the opposite, that Mrbeast inspires creativity, generosity, and ambition, showing that success can be used to help others rather than purely for personal luxury. From a factual standpoint, investigations into Mrbeast's operations have not uncovered fraud, scams, or illegal activity. His companies are registered, his charities are verifiable, and many of his philanthropic efforts are conducted in partnership with established organizations. Media outlets that have scrutinized his work typically conclude that while his content is heavily optimized for engagement, the core actions are real. This distinction is crucial. Optimized does not necessarily mean fake. It means designed for impact in a competitive attention economy. The reason accusations continue despite limited evidence lies largely in scale. No individual creator has ever operated at this level before. When someone gives away millions regularly, skepticism becomes almost inevitable. Historically, figures who amassed power or influence at such speed often did so through deception, which shapes public expectation. Mrbeast exists in a space where traditional rules do not fully apply, making it difficult for audiences to judge him using familiar standards. In the end, the question of whether Mrbeast is legit or fake may be too simplistic. He is undeniably a businessman, an entertainer, and a strategist. His videos are designed to maximize retention, emotion, and virality. But he is also verifiably helping people on a massive scale, funding projects that would not exist without his model. The truth appears to sit in the uncomfortable middle, where generosity and profit coexist, and where doing good does not require moral purity to have real impact. Mrbeast represents a new kind of power in the digital age, influence converted directly into action. That power deserves scrutiny, transparency, and ongoing accountability. But based on available evidence, accusations of him being entirely fake do not hold up. What remains is a more complex reality, one where entertainment, ethics, capitalism, and charity collide in ways that challenge how we define authenticity itself. And perhaps that is the most important takeaway. Mrbeast is not a fairy tale hero, nor is he a hidden villain. He's a product of the internet's evolution, reflecting both its potential and its contradictions. Whether history ultimately views him as a revolutionary philanthropist or simply a master of attention will depend not on speculation, but on what remains when the cameras eventually turn off.